The Portland, Maine area economic summary, or any economic summary for your neck of the woods if you want to find out how to look at this. This is, man, for a data geek like me, this is just a wonderful resource from the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and we're going to show you from my home area, neck of the woods, my hometown, as a matter of fact, the Northeast, generally speaking, but we can even dive down to Portland, Maine. So let's click. So we go to bls.gov/SAE. I'm not sure what SAE stands for. State area economic. I'm not sure. But anyway, bls.gov/SAE, and you get all your regions here. So let's click on the great state of Maine, and we're going to go down to Maine, Portland, Maine here, and we're going to see what the Portland, Maine area economic summary is via PDF here. All right, and this is updated March 2019. So I mean, just a couple weeks ago. I tell you, I love this stuff. The summary presents a sampling of economic information for the area. Supplemental data are provided for regions in the nation. Includes unemployment, employment, wages, prices, spending, and benefits. All data are not seasonally adjusted, and some may be subject to revision. Area definitions may differ. For more area summaries, you can see here. All right, so let's look at this. So unemployment rates for the Portland area, and this is the Portland area, Cumberland County, Sagadahoc, I don't even know what that is, in York County. So I'm not familiar with these up here. I'm not sure what's in that or what's in this. I guess York. I am familiar with Cumberland County because that's where I was born. That's Portland, Maine. All right. So unemployment rates in the U.S. in 2018 December, 3.7. Nuts! And again, remember, the Social Security Trustees Report assumes a 5.5% from here until eternity to give us a gauge of what the strength of the system is going to be. And that's down from 3.9 in December 2017. In the Portland area, it's at 2.5, which is up, a pretty significant amount. It's at 25% from December. I mean, that's still 2.5, man. 2.5. I tell you, the old days, in my lifetime, economists said full employment was at 5. Crazy. All right. Now, let's look. So that's unemployment. Now, average weekly wages. And this is where I take issue from the article I read yesterday about, who was it? John Malden, where he talks about the average weekly wages, non-managerial. And I'm going to show you why here in just a second. But this is the average weekly rate wages for all industries by county. 968 here in Portland. In Cumberland County, again, that's a Portland, greater Portland area. So we take 968 times by 52. That's 50,000 a year, my friends. In York County, it's 833 times that by 52, and that's 43,000 a year. I mean, that's real money. I mean, that's real money right there. Average weekly wages. I mean, that's in the U.S. The average weekly wages is 1,055. Now, I will share with you, which is 55,000. Now, again, you got to be careful on averages. Averages skew things upwards because you got Bill Gates and you got Josh. It's going to look like our average is billions of dollars a year. And if you just look at my bank account, you know that ain't true. But still, I'm going to show you why it's okay in this scenario because I'll show you the second part of this. Average weekly wages in Cumberland County and Maine, Portland, Maine, pays you about $50,000 a year. That's not bad. And I don't know what Sagadahoc County is. I've never even heard that until just right now, so I'm not sure. Anyways, keep going down. And here you see the change in unemployment right here in the Portland area. Had a pretty significant increase from December to December. Not sure what that's about, but it's seasonal for sure. I imagine that has something to do with it, but I don't know. Then you got right here. So area employment, logging, mining, and construction. Let's see, is this probably percentages here? Non-farm. Number 1,000. Okay, so you got education, health services, 45,000. Whereas the government, 24,000. Trade, transportation, utilities, 42,000. Mining and logging, still 10,000. Manufacturing. So a lot of different, a nice little diversification of different places to work in Maine. That's for sure. So that's good. $211,000 in the 1,000 employees in the Portland area. Remember, Portland is the largest town in Maine by far. It's only got 65,000 people. Change from December. So total non-farm went up by 1.5%. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. So the government went up by 0.4%, and I'm trying to think manufacturing went up by 2.2%. So that's not bad. All right, so what I want to show you here, 12-month changes. All right, so this is interesting. Over the year change in prices paid by urban consumers for selected counties, for selected categories. All items, let's see, what is it, does it give us a, what's that, two? Okay, USA. All right, so New England, all items went up by 2%, all right? And U.S. is 1.6%, 12-month percent change in January 2019. That's not hyperinflation by any stretch. The interesting is look at why it's being brought down, because energy costs. I mean, that's huge, man. And the U.S. average went down by almost 5%. Thank you, natural gas. Thank you, natural gas. That's wonderful. Thank you, Permian Basin. Thank you, was it Wilford up there in North Dakota? Just, it's wonderful. Look at that. Huge decreases in cost of energy throughout the U.S. Cheap energy, everything is good with that for sure. But in New England, it only went down by 1.1 because they have pipeline restrictions from Cuomo to get the natural gas in there. In New York, believe it, I'm telling you, just look at it. They get their gas from Quebec. They can't get it through New York. So if you watch the pipeline, it does this incredible gerrymandering thing to avoid New York State because Cuomo doesn't want the pipelines going through the state. And I don't know why Baker or something like that in Massachusetts doesn't say, hey, read Cuomo the Riot Act. Say, man, you're killing us here, bud. But he doesn't, or he doesn't listen. All right, so I want to show you this. Annual spending average. Remember, we talked about the average income skews it higher because the averages take Bill Gates and Josh, and we're going to look like we're making a lot of money. But so doesn't the spending. And so average annual spending. Northeast region, annual average expenditures. $64,000 a year in the entirety of the Northeast for everybody who spends money. That includes the people who are working, who are spending more, conspicuously more spendthrift, because I'm reading an article here right now that talks about that people spend more when it's income as opposed to taking it from their capital. I.e., when you're working, you're inclined to spend more than when you're retired. So in this case, $64,000, a little bit more than $5,000 a month, is our average spending in the Northeast area. $64,000, and that's skewed upwards. So all these people who are saying the median household, the average income wage is nothing. You're wrong, man. I mean, you could. Median averages are different. I get it, but we're using averages to compare apples to apples. We're average income, and in Maine, it's $968 in Cumberland County, and then average expenditures in the entirety of the Northeast region is $64,000 a year, and that's for everybody, not just retirees. That's everybody. So you can't have average consumption of $64,000 a year unless you have some kind of income to back that up. And we know that most rich people spend a heck of a lot more than most poor people. Thus, we can skew that up, average, significantly to reflect that the average, i.e. the median consumption is going to be a lot lower than that, which is probably going to match pretty doggone close to what your median income is. Crazy, huh? Now, here's the interesting thing. This is another thing that ticked me off about Malden's report not using managerials, people in managerial lines of work. That $53 per hour is their average hourly wage. So general and operations managers are making $53 per hour in Portland, and it's by far and away the largest of the pay. Now, how many of those people are in managers versus how many people are underneath them, I don't know. But to just simply not use that in the overall scheme of things is going to skew everything downwards even more, because the facts are managers make a considerable amount more than non-managers do. So here you got RNs at $33 an hour, construction laborers at $16 an hour, personal care aides at $12 an hour, cashiers at $11 an hour. I mean, so you can see so not to use this, and this is the Portland area, all occupations is 2354. So we take 2354 times that by 2080. That gives us 2354 times 2080. That gives us right about 50,000 a year of income, and that's total occupations. 50,000 a year in income, most likely 50,000 consumption, give or take. We're doing just fine. I thought that was interesting, actually. And then you got down here, employer costs. I find this to be awesome, too. So I'm getting, some guys is ranking me over the coals for, I don't know why, it's weird, actually, but for my thing on Social Security, I said, what if we didn't invest in the Social Security system, we invested our own. I said, you would have got a higher salary and you had more to save. He's like, I don't think so. Well, here, watch this. Total compensation, employer cost per hour worked for wages and selected employee benefits by geographic division. This is in the Northeast, New England division. Total compensation is $42, of which only $28.84 is your wages and salaries. The rest goes to benefits. And I'm not even sure if that includes Social Security benefits or not. I don't know. I hate to say, I assume it does. I don't know, but let's just say it does. So of your 42 in wages, you only get 65%. The rest goes to benefits. Part of that, presumably, would be your Social Security, FICA, and your Medicare. All right, so the whole point was to say that, they wouldn't give you a raise. Your employer would not give you a raise relative to what you're not putting in Social Security. I completely disagree with that. I mean, we don't know, and we'll never know because it'll never happen. But I mean, I'm telling you right now, employer would much rather say, look, dude, I'll give you $35 an hour. You just go on your way and do your own thing. Find your own insurance, find your own retirement. Will he do dollar for dollar? If he doesn't, then you can go to some other place and say, I want $42 an hour. That's what you're already paying. I just look at that. The total compensation in New England is $42 an hour, of which a third of that goes to benefits. So don't tell me now that, if we didn't put in the Social Security, they wouldn't give it to you as a form of compensation. Absolutely they would. Absolutely. Would it be dollar for dollar? I don't know. Might be more. I just don't know. But at the end of the day, you can't just say, the Social Security. It's silly. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. And so you can go back and you can look at any, of these charts on this. How do I go back here? Hold on a second. Move that over. Oops. Move myself over there. You can go. I don't know how to go back. How do I go back here? Right there. There we go. So you can look at anything. I mean, you can look at Georgia. Maybe I'll do another video on Georgia right here, where I'm at, Atlanta. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, G, right there, Atlanta area. And I'll do another video on that. But you can look at any. It's awesome. So I love it. So more reason to be optimistic, my friends. If your average consumption in New England is $64,000, that's everybody. And there's average, which skews higher. You don't need $10 million to retire. I'm sorry. Just more proof of the pudding here. We'll see you next time.